Hello, hello, hello. We're back again with the adventures of Cautious in this van. You lose the dogs?
Yeah, have you seen them?
Nope. No, haven't seen the dogs.
Skipper, Daisy!
So what we got here today, you guys? So, good morning. Is it still morning? It's afternoon. It's just past noon. I mean, it's almost there. I haven't seen them run around at all. So anyway, first thing I want to talk about are the screws, because I didn't realize that there were different screws that you had to get, okay? These screws are called, I still can't remember the name of these damn screws. They're self-screwing, self-drilling, auto perfections, okay? Self-drilling screws, but they have a special head on them, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do today is fix these holes. And I got it kind of angled. You can see something black, but that's actually a hole in the floor, y'all, from rust, okay? That's why we did the whole coating and everything, so I could fix the rust. And now I'm gonna take these little plates and my little blackjack here, and I am going to fix the holes in the floor. So I'm going to take the adhesive, put it around the hole, then I'm gonna take my little plate and put it on here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put it on here, seeing as how these little grooves are in here. But either way, I'm gonna have to screw this into the floor of the van, okay? So that nothing can fall through the little holes, and I can kind of seal them up a little bit. I did go ahead and get some more of that self-expanding caulk, and I was told that before I put that on there, I may want to go ahead and take some of the caulk and put in there and let it expand so I can kind of get it. But someone else told me if I put it in before it dries, I can put it on top and it'll expand beneath it. So that's the route that I'm going to go today, just because y'all know I got to go back and drive some more. And I can only put in as much work as I have money to put in, and I don't have money if I don't drive. So I'm going to go back tonight or this afternoon because they have some streaks and things going on, and I can capitalize on my time. It's called what? It's called wait a minute. Self-drilling screws. Self-drilling screws. Okay. Auto performance. I don't know. Auto performance. I don't know. I tore the paper now. But they're self-drilling screws. So, and tell them when you go buy the screws if you're going to put them in metal, because there's a different screw that they will give you. It's got this different head on. I don't know if y'all can really see that. Let me see if I can get this in the camera the right way. There. See that? It's got a special little head on it for drilling into the metal. So I had to go back and get those. Some of the areas was still kind of tacky. It is dry, but I will say this, from it being cold, it's tacky. It's sticky. I don't like that. Thank God we finna put some insulation on top of it. But anyway, so a couple of things that I learned, because I'm a dumbass and I didn't know this. But these little things right here, and it tells you to cut this head off. Somebody said this little thingy that's on here, this little doohickey thingy right here, that there thingy is what you're supposed to put in here. So you don't have to do any cutting. So that's what I found out right there. You just take this little thing and you put it in here, supposedly. I guess that's how you do it. And then you put this little shit back up in here. But okay. Somebody tell that idiot to put that part in first. Put that part in first. It might go faster. And then you screw it up in yonder. And then we're going to get up here and go ahead and fix these little doohickers. I recommend getting a drill. Otherwise, you might just be here all day. They gonna have to cut that because I can't. You gotta have hand muscles. I ain't got none. God damn. You have to squeeze that shit hard. Okay. Exhibit a little muscle when you when you squeeze. Anyway, let me go over here real quick, y'all, and grab this foam so I can stick this foam in here before we start this process, and then we're just gonna go on top of it and let it all dry together, because it's going to dry under the floor, because I'm going to go ahead and glue down the insulation today while I have time. So give me a hot sec. Let me run over here and get, what was I getting? That spray. Go get this spray. Suji. This is some tedious little stuff right here. This stuff right here almost had me crying when I used it the other day because it kept falling behind the wall. But there are tricks to it, okay? The trick that I learned to help you use this is when you're using it, go slow and try to put it right on the surface first and then go in a circular motion. And while it's expanding, pull your straw out and go ahead and place whatever you're gonna place on top of it and let it expand. What are you doing with the van? Making it into a little tiny home for, I'm gonna live here for a year, live in the van for a year, starting on the 1st. So don't forget to shake this up real good. And little trick on here with my special ass, there's a little thingy on here, y'all, and it put a hole in here too. I'm learning all this because my ass has screwdrivers and ice picks. But I learned something. Hey, I'm doing good. Oh, I had a great Christmas. How was your Christmas? Okay, so anyway, you have to let the air out. See that? And then you're going to put this on her and screw it in. And then you got yourself a somewhat type of gun right there. And then we're going to try to fix this hole. Now, don't laugh at me because this shit had me so irritated. It just kept falling out. But anyway, after we do this, well, before we do that, I'm going to go and put this on here. Oh, my hands is not strong enough for this damn thing. Ugh. They gonna have to cut this shit because that hole ain't big enough. That's like sticking it. No, let me not say that. I'm gonna find me a knife or something. We got to cut that there. That's hurting my hands. Let me just go on and be a little wimp and go in here and get me some knives. That's got to be cut. I'm not trying to have any type of soreness doing this. There you go. Let me get me a knife and cut this off right quick. I tried to do it the right way. It ain't working. That's not. Let me get me a knife and cut this off right quick. I tried to do it the right way. It ain't working. That's not gonna work. No, I know not to put you on the video. It's bigger so I can fix this. And then we will be on our way. Thank you, sir. Ooh. Okay, so some people do not like cameras. So you have to respect their privacy. And he's one of those people. He don't even know how to like taking pictures, but I catch him every once in a while in a good mood. He might let me sneak one in. But we're going to be thankful for the help. I don't care if he gets on camera, never. I appreciate the help. Okay, now let's do this. Put this on first so we can be sitting. Okay, I probably got that spread out too wide, but I'll worry about it. Okay. Okay. This be some messy shit. I don't know why. All this had to be done. Okay. And then we got to get up here and put some screws in here before it dries so it can set right. I don't think that's working right. I'm gonna have to take that back out. Got it that time. Yes, I'm fucking up. I almost did exactly what he said don't do, but I got it. I got it. I promise I got it.
Nice.
I got it. I got it. Thank you. That's one. And now it's got to dry, blah, 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 blah. Let's move the camera over, do the other side. We got to do this other one. There's two of them. This stuff's so sticky. I'm glad it's going to be under something because it's just sticky. I hate that. Okay. Now, let's figure out how this other one goes on here. Can y'all see this hole right here? This is a hole. We know how we're going to put that thing down. Let's get it. Okay. Now, we have to get our foam. And another plate. I ran out of screws. Okay. I don't have time to find the screw right quick. I got to get this on here before that dries too much, and then I'll go find the screws because I know better than that. See all that mess I just got up here? Thank God it's underneath the floor. If it goes crooked, you got to take it back out. Get straight. And go straight into the floor. But check out what my stickiness just did. Ask me if I care. Negative. I'm finna put this damn insulation on top of this shit and glue it down. The whole damn thing can get dirty for all I care. Okay, we gotta move this before I get it everywhere. Then we gotta figure out, there's no more holes up here, guys. It was just those two. Oh, there's the screws. There it is. My bad. I had to find the screws so I can put two more screws in here. But basically what I'm getting ready to do is, while this is still wet, I'm going to start applying the glue for the installation on the floor. I'm using liquid nails. Damn, I gotta have him open those too. Now, hold on a minute. Let me track some more dirt up here. Because I'm in the grass. I should have been on the carport. I wasn't thinking. Okay. That's the 2 holes in the back. I don't live in it yet, but I'm going to. So we got this up here. Let's take this down and go back in here one more time. I didn't have him open that liquid nails because I think it's going to have the same problem. It's not going to be wide enough for me to... I'm going to have to wash the bottom of my shoes. Where is it? Liquid nails. Do y'all think 1 bottle is going to be enough, or should I have him open 2 bottles? Rear looks good. Yeah!
No,
Do you think I'll need 2 cans or just the 1?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm doing the van life. I'm doing it for 2023. I'm calling it rent-free 23. Getting it out the mud, baby. Getting it out the mud. I'm starting with 0 because I don't have a bank account anymore. I spent that shit. So we have depleted all of our little money we did have. And I've decided to take my time of rebuilding to show you all how I would rebuild. And that's what I'm doing right now. I felt like people might get a kick out of this. This is some good shit. It was good to me anyway. I felt like I would watch it, so. Is she going to live in the van? Is she going to live in the van building it? Yeah, I'm going to live in it. This is going to be my home at least for the next year. That's the goal anyway. That's the goal. Oh, I forgot the gun. Can't get it out. I put this one in. And then the one thing they told me to make sure I didn't do is not to go on here going crazy with the glue, because you only have to do the tops. Nothing's going to be down in the grooves of it, so you don't need to put any glue in the grooves. Put the glue on the top of each one of these and then lay your installation in here. What I got, and I'm going to show you what I got a 1/2 inch thick. I took a picture of it. I've been taking a picture of everything I'm using and putting it in the videos beforehand so y'all can see what I'm working with. I'm trying to make this the most beneficial as I can. But let me grab one of those pieces and I'll show you what we're working with right quick. Now, this here is what I'm working with. This big piece. I'm lucky enough that the van is rectangular. It's not a minivan, it's wide open. And I'm praying to God that this is gonna be just perfectly fit. I didn't measure, y'all. A smart person would have measured, and I'm obviously not that smart, because I figured what it don't fit, I'm gonna take the X-Acto knife and cut anyway, so why measure? That's just my thought process today. So I bought it thinking it was long enough, but I think I'm gonna start it from the front since the back is going to be where I'm going to have most of it covered with my bed, I can make all the mistakes towards the back. So I'm going to put the glue up towards the front first. I'm going to try to angle the camera so you guys can see, because it is flexy and it'll bend. I'm going to do it halfway just to get it started so I don't step on the glue, and then I'm going to attempt, even though it's going to look funny as hell, to try to do the rest. I want to put it in there, but I'm scared it's going to stick because the floor is so tacky, you guys. So for shits and giggles of it all, let's see if it'll fit. And y'all just going to have to laugh at me. And then we will see where we need to start and all that. I'm just going to try to throw it in there on top of this tacky ass, whatever this is I put on the wrist. So I'm not going to put the glue up there, and we're just going to see if it fits. Let's try that part first. I'm trying to put my camera where it won't fall down because this is a grassy area. If it falls, oh well. Now here's my question. Is the silver side down or up? They didn't tell me that part. I'm going to say that the silver part should be up. It's prettier. Okay. So this is the surface that we have, and let me tell you what we got going on before we get started here. That's gonna fall. So it did reach. So I'm gonna put it all the way up to the front first, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the glue in with this being up here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the glue on the tops to the wheel well, because I don't think it went past the wheel well right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down. I wonder if this stuff sticks real fast. I'm kind of scared. And this little thing looks like it's coming off. Is this thing supposed to move? I don't think so. Why everybody trying? That's some hard shit. Goodness. Oh, I can't. Wait, let's try again. Uh-oh, we got some shit. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get this. No, it ain't broken. It just wasn't all the way out yet, and I was trying to get it to the top, so whenever I start skeeting it out, it's ready to go. But like I said, I'm gonna jump up here, and I'm gonna put the glue on the top. I'm gonna lay this down, and the other piece that I have is just equal size, and that's the piece that I'll take the X-Acto knife to, and then I'll get all my other little pieces all patched up and that kind of stuff. We're gonna get ready for some patchwork Susie. Okay, let's go. Let's get the glue on here. Hard to do. I think I'm not gonna put this shit on. Bam. Fuck that. This shit's sticky enough by itself. I'm done. That's a wrap. The way I'm sticking to this floor, if this shit move around, it's good. What I'm gonna say is, if you do your floor like I did, put that shit down on the rust first and do it real thick. It's sticky enough for every damn thing. Then go walk on it. I'm trying to walk on the top ones. I'm willing to believe that shit ain't gonna come up. What you think? I could have saved my money on the glue. I got a better solution. Let me get my X-Acto knife and this other piece. Because now we're going to have to piece this thing together. Yeah, I like my cheat. I'm sorry, but that shit was looking like it was going to be a little bit too tedious for me and my personalities. And I'm just going to let you know right now. I'm not doing this to stress out. No, hold up. Wait a minute. That's not part of the plan. Y'all will notice that I'm not using a measuring tape. Not because I don't find it valuable, but because I'm a very good good judge of eyeballing it. So I will be eyeballing putting this in and not using a measuring tape. The objective is to cover the whole floor. It ain't saying nothing about perfectly covering the whole floor, but I am OCD, so it'll be close to perfect. But I'm gonna show you how I would do it. Now that we got something that's not sticky, but we know this is sticky, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I'm gonna pull this down to the edge and line it up and bump it and stick it. And then I'm gonna eyeball cut it where it stops and meets the other paper. Let me know where to cut it because it's a straight cut. So basically, if that line meets this line, that there would be a straight cut. Amen. Anybody disagree with that? Okay. That's the shit we gonna do. Then right here on the edge, a little bit is kind of laying over. I'm gonna leave all of this because I seen this girl do this and she took a trim as thick as what it was after she got her floor. I'm gonna have to go get a charger. But what she did was she waited until after she put her wood on top. And then she went and got a trim and she put the trim down and attached it to hold all of this down so it had a neater look. So that's what we're gonna do there. But let's go get us some batteries charging. We need some juice. Go get us a battery pack so we can finish this process. But how y'all like that?
Pack?
No, yours. The big one?
It's not a battery pack. It's
No, I mean for my phone. That thing the box
that
thing? Yeah, that thing. Sorry about the sound, you guys. Make sure check mark it up. and Craigslist for materials. I don't have time. It's easier just to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and go ahead and do it. And I know that sucks because I could save some serious money on materials. I even found some vinyl that was the same kind as what I want to put in, and they were only selling it for like 60 cents per, but it was like 5 hours away. And I was like, now if I had time to play with this, I would be good on that. But the objective right now is to get this livable before the 1st, because move-in date is 1, okay? I have to be out of my place on the 31st and completely moved into this van, so I don't have a lot of time to be messing with people and all that kind of mess. Not right now. Not on this part of it. Not this first part anyway. I got to get this part done so I can put my crap in here. So we got to stay on the move. Okay, we got juice. Hopefully this don't make it too heavy and it falls down. We'll give it a whirl. Y'all just have to bear with me while I figure out my little setup and all that. Right now we have half-assed it. Okay, so now we got that eyeballed. We got to eyeball the piece that comes right here. It's probably going to be better to move that door panel and slide it up under there. But I'm wondering if I shouldn't just bump it up against it, because the wood is another 1/2 inch. It's going to keep getting higher. I don't know about that. I didn't screw anything back down though. I just left it all sitting there. I think I'm just going to bump it up against it. But now we're going to take this and we're going to do the same thing as I did back there. And we're going to bump it where I want it. And I'm going to come with my X-Acto. And I'm using the sticky to help me. That's going to have to come out. It's not going to do right with the wheel mill. That's going to have to come over. Right now, what's at my advantage, you guys, is that trying to do this floor in the cold left it sticky and it's tacky, and that's what's holding this in place, so I'm able to cut it. So I ain't mad. I am not mad. I'm chiseling away at it to get it to go flush. And I got a better idea. This part will have to be taped. It doesn't have, I mean, not taped, but glued, because it doesn't have enough stick to keep it from wibble wobbling. So I'll put some glue under these side pieces. Bumpity bump bump bump. That's one piece. I gotta go back and glue all this down, so don't judge me. But it's at least gonna stay in place until I get back to it. Moving on. Let's come closer. Now, if this ain't a cheap way to do this shit. This is my cheat. Hello. Okay, so now I gotta get this all in, these sides. If you'll notice, I'm turning this sideways because as I eyeballed it sideways, it looks like it'll make to the edge, and it did. So we turned it this way. We're gonna do a straight cut again for this last little piece. Did I just cover up my shit? Nope, it's over there. Raise, boom, boom, boom. You want to raise, boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. This X-Acto knife, if you can get these, are much better for scaling in sizes. Essentially, you can try to get right on the edge and it'll help you to guide. Doesn't always work though. All right, there's that piece. I am gonna go back and glue them, don't worry. Right now, and I'm not talking about this middle piece. Ain't no way in hell I'm taking that shit back up. I'll go back and do the edges. I'll do the edges with glue. Oh my goodness, this is a production. Fuck. Okay, let's eyeball these corners. I'm not doing this whole edge right here because that's outside of when the door shuts. But we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 little holes over there, and before and after the side panel or the wheel well over here. And we're looking at about let me let y'all see what I'm doing so y'all can see how perfect I eyeball. I'm the shit when it comes to eyeballing stuff. I'm trying to fill this little gap right here. This is what we're working on right here. And I'm not doing measuring tapes because we'll be all day trying to measure this shit. And it's underneath the floor. It ain't got to be perfect. It's just got to be covered. So I'm not trying to stress myself out over it. So I'm going to cut me a piece that I think that's going to fit. And if it don't fit, I'm going to keep cutting it down until it do. That's the joy of buying a whole nother piece, okay? I can't mess it up enough that I won't have enough to do all of these little pieces on the corner. So let's just do this. I got me a little cut here. And I'm gonna cut me a little piece that's similar to that size. And then I'm gonna put it over here. See See that eyeball? Bitch is good. I'm just saying. Don't play with me. Everybody didn't have measuring tapes. But we're going to get it back here as far as we can. I'm not worried about way back here, okay? I'm not. I'll take a little piece and stick it in there. But then we're going to stick it on the sticky shit. And we're going to cut it to the edge as close as we can. Okay. Bam. Now you got this. I will go back. See that little piece right there that I missed? For you anal folks, it's coming. Let's get that piece right there. This is by far my favorite blade, y'all. It's better than any box cutter you ever gonna find. And then you got a little piece right there. And bam, it's fully insulated. You've covered every little crack and cranny. Moving on to other places so we can get this done. Okay. No, we ain't playing. We're gonna get this shit done. Okay, so that's what we got. That's done. Move to the next one. Oh, I tore the paper right there. Alright, here we go. Moving on. Now we got another little spot here. So we don't mess up so much. You want to keep cutting the part that's cut and leave your bigger part. And since that side was already cut and this is cut, I can get at least 2 more that size. So since that is the same size as that side, I'm gonna switch over and do the other side while I got a cut for it. So we go. Uh-oh. I see y'all down there. Do you see me up here? Hello. Wait a minute. I gotta get out of the van. I'm old. I can't be jumping around like that. Especially with no blade in my hand. Oh. Okay, well, anyway, like I was saying, we're gonna switch over to this side over here. No, I can't jump out the van like that. We won't be trying to follow nothing. If it falls, we're gonna get it when it hit the ground. Hold on. Anyway, while I still got that cut, we're gonna do this side because it's the same size. That's what I was saying. I was saying, see how this already has a cut? I know that's going to be the same size, so I'm going to cut across and see if I can't go in and make it easy on myself. It's about that size. Just so y'all can see it fit perfectly. We just gotta cut this way. Bam. See how that worked? All up and on that towel wheel. There. Don't forget to glue all those down. You got to glue all those down, okay? Now, We're moving on that way. We got 1, 2, 3 more, and we're done for the day. This is all I'm gonna be able to do today because I only had $50 extra over my 100 until I go back to work tonight. We're doing this real time. As I make it, we spin it. These eyeballs working good on measuring. Hey, I'm a good eyeballer, I'm telling you. I'm a good eyeballer. I can eyeball any type of measurement you have, but I cannot measure. Don't ask me to use a measuring tape. I can't do it. Not to save my life. But if you ask me how long something is, I can take you to the store and cut it and make sure when I get back it's the right cut, but I didn't use no measuring tape. Don't ask me how I do it. I don't know. It's just something I've always been able to do. Okay, so this will be easy because I started cutting from the left, from the left of it. So I'm gonna push it all the way over. Well, no, we're not. We're gonna cut this on off because it's too long for me to maneuver. And then we're gonna push it all the way over and stick it down. And then we're gonna cut it. And we are already done with this part. I missed that eyeball. Okay, got another little piece. Moving on over. This is when I say, you don't see me. You don't see me. Don't play. We is not gonna be in here all day. We got shit to do. Bam. I just gotta get a corner piece here, and cut a longer piece over there, and we are done with this floor. Until I come back out here and put the glue under here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, hell no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go and tell the Adventure Boy that I cut all the pieces. Can you go put the wood glue under there? Because that shit's too tedious. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There go your answer. I'm gonna have him do that part. I cut it. It's fitting. All you have to stick glue on it and stick it back down. To make this the right size, I'm gonna eyeball by standing on top of it, making sure these two match so it's all the way up to the seam. I'm gonna push it over as far as I can on this wall to make my cut as close as I can. And I know this is where I need to be. This is, let me see about how much I need. Smarter than the average bear. I don't use my brain unless I have to. If it's already done, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna use what is there already. You don't want to mash down too hard if you're on top of your surface or you're gonna cut something on the bottom. Because these blades are hard. They sharp as hell. Cut that piece. Done. All right, this shit's over. The floor is done. I'm gonna chisel that over a little bit more over here because it keeps popping up and my OCD is fucking with me. I feel better about that. Okay, now the floor is done. I'm gonna take all the excess pieces out, sweep it out, and all of that good stuff. But as y'all can see, the cuts are reasonably okay. I ain't gonna say perfect, but they're reasonably okay. It is insulated. And tomorrow when I make my another extra money, I'll go pay this $50 for this other piece of, it's gonna cost me $100 for the actual flooring, because one piece of plywood, the kind that I need to be able to stick my vinyl on top of, was $49. I will be doing a video later to show you what materials I'm purchasing. But for right now, today I only spent $59 and some change. And I will, of course, show you what was purchased for that $59. So you can see how this is all pulling together and what's being bought and spent for Haven. I never cash app anyone before, but this is absolutely good. This is one of those projects where I'm doing this to show that you can do anything you set out to put your mind to do. It's just a matter of if you really want it. If you really want it, you'll make it happen. And I don't know, I like doing stuff like this. My background is tutoring and consulting and early education, and I like showing people how to do things differently. So we're gonna do this. Let me get all my extra pieces out of here. I did get the spray caulking, as you guys saw, so I can finish doing all of this. And I also got another paintbrush because there was rust on the ceiling. I don't know if you guys can see that little bit of rust that was kind of coming up here. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I've already cleaned it and everything. I just gotta get the rust stuff back out and put that all on the top on any area that has rust. So I'm gonna go through and do that. One of the things I think I'm gonna do though, the insulation on the sides, I don't know, I got this little bit of that's left that I'm gonna play with to see whether or not I wanna try to do this on the sides. But these things right here are $13 a piece for these flimsy ones that we're using. And I'm almost thinking, so you can see what I'm doing, I'm almost thinking of taking the same stuff I put on the floor and using it for my sides because it is so flexy. I gotta get that glue to work better. But I'm thinking about using this for my insulation, you guys. And if I don't end up using this, depending on the price and how far it stretches, they had this other stuff that was silver like this, that was an insulation at Lowe's, that comes in a roll for like $26 or something. So I'm gonna see how much coverage I get in that. But if it's cheaper to go this route with these $13 panels, I'll do this, because then I can strip it out and put it up easier and put some tape on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm extra when it comes to doing things in a simplified manner. I don't like working if I don't have to. So let me get this all swept out real quick. I gotta find my top to my blade. They don't call me cautious for no reason. I've been to cut myself. Everybody's always saying, be careful, be cautious. I said, well, God damn it, I am cautious. That's my name now. Uh-oh. Cautious, cautious. We're going to get this out. Okay, we're going to walk around here so I can show y'all what we got. I just got that one piece left. Come on. I couldn't find my top to this razor. I got to find that, y'all. But let's get all this extra out so y'all can see the whole benefit of this. And put my... Now the reason, let me turn this around. The reason that y'all seen that I went back and cut some more of this off of this edge is because I noticed that I had covered these holes, and this is where my edge, where this has to be screwed into. So the reason it kept flopping up like that is because it wasn't even on the floor, it was on the edge. So now whenever I put this glue on here, and this is just on this one, it'll just all stick down flush. Real tight to it. Okay. Let me put you guys back on the stand. We're going to sweep it up, and then we're going to be done for the day. That's a wrap for today. What time is it? I said I was going to go back to work at 2. I had to get out of here. That's why I didn't change clothes today. I'm moving it. We got to move it, move it. We got to move it, move it. This is the time I got. Let me grab my broom and get all this shit out of here. Oh, found it. How much of juice we got. Enough juice for me to take y'all over here. Let me show you what we did. Now, the only thing I got left at my place to move out are the pictures of my kids that I have hanging on the wall and my clothes hanging in the closet. Everything else is already here inside my storage, which is nothing more than a travel trailer sitting next to my van out here on this property. Everything is right here together, so I can get this van fixed. And this is how we're living right now. If this ain't nomading. But here we go. There's my bed. That's my bed right there. Let me grab this broom. But I'm thinking about if I don't hurry up and figure out how to do this van and put my clothes in here, I'm going to have to pop me a shower bar across that trailer to hang my clothes up until I can do better. Shit. I ain't going to have no choice. I got nowhere to put nothing. Okay. Shift life. Makeshift. Okay, let's sweep this out. 10 more minutes. Yeah, I'm about done. I'm gonna sweep it out. I got some other stuff I want to do, but this is it on this. I'm starving. Are you cooking? We can go and get something to eat. Well, give me a sec. Yesterday, I popped the hell out of myself on here. I'm gonna make sure to duck today. I had a huge bruise. What a day's work. That's what I did today. I got 30 minutes to catch me some lunch. That's what we got. Well, what y'all think? Not bad for somebody that don't know what the hell they're doing. We skipped one step, and that was the glue. But in my defense, this shit ain't moving. Look, it ain't going nowhere, I promise. It's stuck to that stuff I put on top of there for the rust, except for my little pieces. And I'll go back, like I said, myself or Adventure Boy. One of us will go back and put the glue under there later. But tomorrow, I'll come back and we'll put in the flooring. Now, I did decide that my flooring, hold on a sec. My flooring is going directly into the van, you guys. I don't recommend this if you have a nicer van, but if you're doing something like me and the van, what you're using, it's just an older van, okay? And I don't see it doing a whole lot more once I'm done with using it for the live-in purposes. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw everything right into the van. I'm not gonna take that extra step and put the wood tracings and all of that so you can glue into the wood. I'm not even that concerned about putting holes in the floorboard, okay? Because it's not gonna be used as anything but a house. Thank you, so you say. But that's how we're gonna do that. And then tomorrow I'll get up. I've been getting up and going early to work and trying to do at least 2 more hours a day so I can have the money to play with to do this, because I got to still take care of a few things before the 1st. My rent free don't start till 1. I still got shit I gotta do. So that's what we got going. But as you can see, I'm gonna need 2 pieces of wood. So this is how I'm gonna do it to make it cost effective. Pay attention, because I'm not gonna say this again. I'm gonna buy 1 piece of wood at the Quality Wood, which is that $50 part, okay? I'm gonna put it in the middle. That's gonna be from where this bigger piece is that I put in first. That's gonna be my $50 portion. I'm going to piece together the rest of this. As you can see, I'm gonna need at least 2 pieces of wood, but I'm wondering if you can't buy them in smaller. You know, sometimes you can buy remnant pieces that people have left there from getting it cut and that. So I'm gonna check into that first. Another idea that came to me was getting 1/2 inch thick wood that is not the same quality to put on the sides to cut the cost. It's up to you. But here's what I am going to say. The floor is the foundation to your home. You get out of it what you put into it. So if it's going to cost me $100 to have a stable floor for everything to be sitting on, I'm gonna pay that other 100 and just have that extra wood left over so that it is the same quality, and my pill and sticks will stick the same in every angle of the van, because I will be doing the pill and stick vinyl, because it'll be easier. I will need less tools. I can use an X-Acto knife like I have with this and get over in my corners and make it bump up on the edges and look very nice and tidy. So that's why we're gonna go with the pill and stick. We're using the vinyl because it's a better quality, okay? So that's how we're doing this. But here you go, we're done. Done for the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow when I have time to get over to Lowe's and buy my wood. But this is piecing together with the time that I have in a day, okay? So we're gonna get it together. But I'm looking forward to sleeping in it for the new year. I am looking forward to sleeping in my new house. Even though it won't be done, but it will be sleepable, and I will have flooring. I'm not guaranteed to have the walls in. That's why I'm in a hurry to get the floor done so I can put my furniture back in here. I may have to wait on the walls, and the most I might be able to do is get it insulated, depending on how cheap I can get that insulation done. But then putting my pegboard up, not expensive, but it's gonna be a little tedious because I'll have to do so many cuts. I want all of my walls and this entire back, including the door panels, to all be pegboard, because you can use those metal pieces and change them out and create shelving in different places depending on how I decide to set up my space in here. Mind you, nothing's going to be attached down in a permanent style so that I can be like I'm at home and change my furniture around. Okay, you guys? So that's what I gotta say for today. Thank you guys for watching. And let me get on out of here so I can get my 30-minute lunch break and I'm back to work. Much love. Peace.